turn up the volume on the microphone, please. Tyler.
Tyler!
Fucking Tyler.
Fucking Tyler!
Tyler.
Yeah.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Turn it up. I
Yeah.
dare you. I fucking dare you, Tyler.
You talk.
This fucking guy. Hunter knows. Hunter's come to all of these shows for the past 3 months, and he knows Tyler has not improved his skills at all the entire fucking time.
Tyler!
Tyler.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Make some noise for Tyler Mesmerich in the back. My man in the booth. We're going to love Tyler. The way this show works is you, folks, fine folks, have stepped into. I just thought that would be nice. You have stepped into a dark comedy game show. We are here to plumb the depths of bad taste, folks. We are here to make fun and make light and make dark. I riffed that. That came off the top of my head. You don't look impressed enough that just came off the top of my head. You should be happier about that one. I'm pretty happy about that one. It's hot up here. I'm very excited to be here. This is, we got some great comics. They are going to be competing across a contest, a gauntlet of dark comedy, showing you what they've got, coming down to the depths with them. Are you guys ready to laugh at some fucked up things today? The front row's definitely ready. You guys are nodding. You look tentative. You're biting your finger. There you go. What about you two? You two? Hell yeah. Let's get things going then. Let's introduce our wonderful contestants for the day. First up, an old friend, long-time Comedy Store door guy, and a man who is absolutely wasting his political science degree from Berkeley. Hormoz Rashidi, everybody.
Hormoz Rashidi!
You know that guy? No. Could have fooled me. Up next, she has got a special called Ham Mouth because Comedy Central didn't approve pastrami pussy. It's Amy Miller, everybody!
Amy Miller!
I went to Berkeley too, Jay.
Are you
Yeah.
It was
3.84 GPA, okay?
wow.
I know you did.
And finally, the guy on tonight's lineup, who I'm most afraid would say the past 2 months have been Kanye West's finest work. Connor McSpadden, everybody.
I agree. We can't debate that it's more memorable than the Jesus album.
That's true.
Memorable, made an impact on you.
Would you go to a Kanye concert and buy any of his merch from this era?
Dude, buy low, sell high, absolutely. I own 2 Vote Kanye hats from the time he ran in 2020. I bought as a speculative investment. Guess how much those are worth now? That's not the dumbest move I ever made.
Better than crypto, I bet, for sure.
Nah, I made more money in crypto, but it's more fun making money in hats. Right, gang? Racist hats?
We got a lot of people who are in the racist hat market in this crowd tonight.
You know, when Conan O'Brien brings you on the show, he'll set you up and hey, I heard you went on a vacation and something funny happened. Jay will be like, hey, you look racist and probably are. Welcome to the program. Thank you for coming.
This isn't Conan O'Brien right now?
No. Oh God, I am very excited to be here. Well, like I said, we're all in this together, right? We're here to get some fucked up things to happen. I've had some fucked up things happen to me this week. Tyler, I was talking to Tyler about this before the show. I have to find.
Did this actually happen this week?
This did actually happen this week. This is real. This is not
a Jerry Seinfeld. Earlier today, I was using a payphone.
No, this is a Jerry Light. I was having a crisis today because I was doing Christmas shopping and I have to buy a gift for my grandma and she has rapidly increased dementia and I don't think she will remember what I get her for Christmas. So do I get her something good?
Sex drive.
Her sex drive, she's in a home now, so her sex drive better than ever. She
They all
has.
fuck in there.
I'm really hung up on that you have a whiter version within you called Jerry Light. Like, J-Light is like Frieza's first form, where he suppresses his power to hide it, but then he unleashes it and gets it. I'm Jerry Light, the third, from Corpus Christi, Texas, and I will make America great again.
That's my real name, folks. I'm a Jerry Thomas Light the Third. It's a real It's a real cavalcade of southernness coming right at you hard.
The fact that you're doing jokes and not teaching people why they shouldn't be gay right now, it just feels wrong.
In this outfit,
You have a very homophobic name, but then the activities and lifestyle of a homosexual man. You know, I did my skincare routine delivered to Jerry Thomas Light III in his gospel choir, I assume.
Oh yeah, I put my under eye gel on before I came to the show. I had to make sure I had it right.
That's
Thank
like
you,
white
Lord
people
products.
Jerry curl juice. Under eye gel, it's like our cocoa butter.
Tyler, anything fucked up happened to you this week?
Well, Jay, I just want to say, you just give your grandma the gift of your presents. That's all she needs. She's a grandma, right?
I can see why you
I'll
keep
buy it.
Tyler in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see why. You got it.
We
Anything
had
fucked-
suggestions in the audience. Somebody wanted
Yeah,
to
anything fucked up happened to anybody this
Give
week?
her your presents. Give her presents.
A present of my
She's
presents.
gonna be dead soon.
You know who said that? Kanye West.
Presents is
There's a present. Kiss my ass. See, we know too much. We can't have the two also guys who look like they were watching Nick Fuentes videos clapping. We can't have that.
And what the fucking Rothschild family doesn't want you to know is that the real treasure, the real gold that lines their dragon's keep is the fucking time that they spend with the people they love.
He's ready. Now we do give out audience prizes in this show, so if you're the best audience member, you could win a prize yourself, just like these wonderful comics. Does anybody want to kick things off by saying something fucked up that happened to them this week? Anybody want to volunteer?
I almost crashed into a tweaker.
You almost crashed into a tweaker by accident. What's your name?
Dimitri?
Dimitri. You're laughing very hard. Were you in the car when this happened to Dimitri? Oh shit!
That's the tweet.
I hear they call that. You guys, they call that North Hollywood Frogger, by the way.
Now, Dimitri, did this happen in North Hollywood?
It might have been North Hollywood. I was doing driving classes, so I have no idea where I was.
Wait, you're in student driving classes right now? How old are you?
23.
And you haven't got your driver's license yet? Oh my god.
Does your mom still make you dress like the kid they beat up on South Park, or is that something that you do with your own dollars?
I've sort of internalized it. You know, you learn it at an early age, and it sort of becomes part of your routine, and you just never think twice.
You know, there's a lot of critical thinking for a guy dressed like an NPC in a video game. I think that you could find your personality someplace better than JCPenney. And I mean that, fella. You seem like a smart guy.
Amy, Hormoz, do you guys have any thoughts for Dimitri? Any pep talks? I feel like Dimitri might need it.
Can we just go, me and Hormoz? Because we can't. Was there like 2 mics in the entire Comedy Store, by the way? I like how it's also dented.
There were 3 mics, and we had to scrounge up the other one. We had to work really hard to find that 3rd
What
mic.
are you asking me? Did anything fucked up happen? Oh,
No. Is there anything you want to talk to Dimitri about? The
I
fucking
don't
thing
care
that happened to
about
him.
that
That's
guy.
fine. Go for it.
I already forgot him.
Hormoz, what about
I'd say
you?
next time hit the tweaker, bro. We got too many fucking druggies on our streets, dog. Yeah, hit the tweaker, bro.
He also, in addition to being a great comedian, ran the Rick Caruso campaign very well.
You guys were all pussies for not electing Rick Caruso. I'm gonna say it right now. Yeah, I'll say it. Too many homeless people.
Dimitri,
What happened, bro? Like,
She means it.
what does almost hit a tweaker mean? You know, at one time I almost fucked Jennifer Aniston.
Well, I was making the turn, and I didn't even see the guy crossing. And I was like, okay, I'll just make a wider turn to the guy.
There was a guy with you in the car, though? Like, you were
Yeah.
like, yeah.
He braked me. He had to brake me twice that session. We could have died.
what was the other time he braked you for?
Shit. It was an unprotected left turn lane, and I thought this guy was slowing down, and he didn't slow down, and the guy like panic braked, and he explained that like, yeah, I would have died, you would have been fine. So
Why?
definitely a little bit of guilt there.
Why didn't you get your driver's license when you turned 16? Like a regular boy.
Lazy.
Yeah. Think
Yeah.
about all the pussy you wouldn't have gotten.
Yeah, I
I
feel
got mine at 25, and I still got pussy in college. So it's really sad.
you got a leg up on Dimitri, guarantee that.
Well, let me tell you something. You don't need no driver's license to drive a Warthog in Halo 3, do you, brother? That's right. So you made the right choice. Fuck trying, caring, showing up.
Jesus.
I see what Mike and said.
That's why it's extended.
Dimitri, we're going to go ahead and start you off. I'm going to put this in the stand. Dimitri, we're going to start you off with a solid 200 points for sharing your truth with us. It would have been 300 if you had hit and killed that tweaker, but we just can't. We can't do it. That's Frogger numbers. You got to put up the actual points. All right. Well, let's go ahead and start things off with our first round. We're gonna get to know these comics by what they think is fucked up. We're gonna hear some fucked up jokes from them as we get to know our first impressions round. Let's go ahead and start things off. Your first comic coming to the stage.
Oh, yes, I am.
It's Amy Miller, everybody. Make some noise for Amy.
I don't know why I have to stand. We're all friends here. How's it going, everybody? Okay, I hate stand-up comedy. This is a scary time to be a whore in this country. I fuck. Sorry. And I travel to every state, you know, and I never know like what the current laws are in each state and like what I could do if I accidentally get pregnant. Plus, I started getting tattoos, you know, because I've given up. 41, I've given up, and I decided also if I'm going to live in a country that wants to control my body, I'm going to get a Tweety Bird on my tip. You know what I mean? I'm going to get a Tasmanian devil on my asshole. The asshole's a hurricane. Okay. But I thought, what about like a really practical tattoo that like instills fear in the people that I'm fucking? And like, what about a tattoo right above my pussy that says, drive like your kids live here? Wouldn't that be cute? I'm scared about what's going on. I'm not scared of who's doing it. I'm very familiar with the religious right. I grew up super Baptist. Anybody else grow up in church besides Jay, which is fucking obvious by the bat suit? Yeah, you guys did? Grew up in church? Okay, perfect. You did? What kind of church?
Also Baptist.
Oh, okay. Are you all right? Are you doing
I don't
okay?
attend anymore. I'm good.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm glad that you're here because I was telling jokes in Canada, and I would ask the crowd like, "Hey, did anybody grow up in church?" And they just fucking stared at me up there, and they were like, "Oh, we don't need religion. We have healthcare." And then I was like, "I'm gonna shoot you all," and they were really scared. They really thought I had a gun. They're so cowardly up there. Very familiar with the religious right. When we were growing up, we do something called a lock-in. Did you ever get locked in?
No.
Okay, well this is like a really fun activity for kids where you stay in the church basement overnight with just that one creepy youth pastor. Honestly, looked exactly like Jay. And what could go wrong? You know, what kid's ever been hurt at church? Our youth pastor, Pastor Jeff Dallin, full name, you'll see why. He would show us movies. It was like a movie night, and he was showing us these like fake, like doctored, partial term abortion films. Yeah, I don't know why he was doing that either. I guess The Sandlot was all checked out. You remember Blockbuster on Friday? You can get shit, right? Goofy movie, gone. Goofy movie was for the black people in the room. And of course, yes, the man that was showing children these fake abortion films, yes, he's now in prison for a lot of child molestation. And now I kind of get like why he wanted more people to have unwanted kids. You know, his were aging out. They were starting to talk. Okay. If you feel concerned for me, by the way, he didn't get me, okay? He didn't get my sister. I don't know what this guy was looking for. We were so fucking cute. You know what I mean? 45 counts of child molestation and not the Miller sisters? Go fuck yourself, Pastor Jeff. I can't. Of course, I mean, it's like doing this, like the gnarliest shit you can do, right? Like the worst thing you can do, and then making me feel bad about the craziest things. I'll never forget, one time Pastor Jeff sat me down to be like, because we weren't supposed to listen to secular music. One time he was like, I need to talk. I heard you've been listening to a lot of Boys to Men, and that's a sin. And he told me it was a huge sin to listen to Boys to Men. Even as a kid, I was like, first of all, if anybody has a direct line to Jesus, it's these fucking angels right here, okay? They're wearing sweater vests, Jeff. Where's the threat? They're schoolboys. I just think it's interesting that Pastor Jeff was so against Boys to Men, but super comfortable with men being with boys. And girls. It's not me and Becky, for some fucking reason. my dream too. Like if I ever, you know, while I can, like get my final abortion, and just be like the first bitch at the clinic to make a song request. A Baby's Coming Out to End of the Road by Boyz II Men. That's for you, Jeff. Or I don't know, he's probably, well, he's rotting in jail in Oklahoma. He's looking up at us now. I don't know. I used to work with foster kids. I'm a really good person. But like the fucked up ones. I used to work with special needs foster kids, and I would have to write like these like profiles on them, you know what I mean? But you don't want to scare people away. We're trying to find them adoptive families, so you can't like actually say all their business. So I would find creative, it was my first great writing job. I would find creative ways to describe these kids. And so like, for example, if a kid had been heavily molested, you know, I'd be like, he needs a family that'll respect his physical boundaries. And if a kid had like crazy ADHD, you know, was just like psychotic, I would be like, he's really fast. Try and catch him. You can't. But one time I had this kid that I had to write a profile on who had been so severely beaten in his foster home that he had to wear a helmet and was in a wheelchair. Like that's how bad they fucked him up. And so I wrote, this kid really rolls with the punches. Can I be done now? I feel like that was enough time.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know how long. Yeah, I was done.
How much time did Amy do, Tyler?
5.
That was about 6 minutes.
Oh, so you're back in the light. Perfect. Right on the dot. Amy Miller crushing it and timed out perfectly. Great work. Let's keep things going. Your next comic telling us some fucked up jokes. It's Hormoz Rashidi, everybody. Make some noise for Hormoz.
Rashidi.
What's up, guys? What's going on? I work here.
Is that why you moved when I got on stage? Because
Yeah.
you were right behind my ass?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why.
I'm staying.
You can say that. Dude, give it up for Amy, dude. She's so funny, dude. She's funny as fuck, man. I work here, and this is the best comedy club in the world. Yeah. What do you think? Which one do you think's better? No, let's talk. Let's talk, Amy. You gotta talk shit. Let's talk shit. You think the Cellar's better? Is that what you're saying? You like the Cellar
I
better?
work there.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Cellar's the shit too. But like, alright, but it's up there, right? We can agree it's up there? Yeah, my girl Amy. Fuck yeah.
Right.
One of the best comedy clubs, right? But I work here, so I take out the trash and shit. Like, and it's a weird thing because it's like, I'm taking out the trash, and some of my best friends are like multi-millionaires driving in like Lamborghinis and shit. You know? It's a weird dynamic. And like the other day I asked one of my buddies who's a multi-millionaire if I could borrow some money. And he said, no. He said no. He said, I'm not going to lend you any money, but I'll give you $2,000 if you put a Trump sticker on your car. And I was so tempted. Do you guys know what I said? I said, hell no. You know? Thank you. Because it's like, what would people think if I had 2 Trump stickers on my car? I'm not falling for that. The old 2 Trump sticker trick? No, I'm too smart. Just like Donald Trump, I'm very smart. I'm so drunk. I drank too much before coming up here. He was like, go get a drink real quick before. I'm like, all right, I'll do 2 real quick shots, and I'm feeling great. I'm not going to talk about Donald Trump and like divide the audience, make everybody feel uncomfortable. Don't worry. Roe versus Wade. Very controversial subject. I just want to take a quick poll of the audience. See where you guys stand on Roe versus Wade. Feel that tension? Raise your hands or clap if you're a Wade supporter. Oh, it's a Roe crowd! We've got yet another Roe crowd! I did that joke the other night right in the same room, and this bro-y white dude that looked like Connor stood up, raised his hand, and said, I don't know which is which. And I was like, that's kind of the fucking point of the joke. Is that maybe you shouldn't have an opinion about a subject you know nothing about. And then I had to explain to him, I had to take time out of my set to explain to him that Roe is of course named after Jane Roe, kind of like John Doe. She didn't want people knowing she was getting an abortion. And Wade is of course named after Dwayne Wade. That's right, dog. Shooting guard for the Miami Heat. People don't know that. He's a big advocate of life. He's a huge advocate of life. Stopping those abortions. I know a lot about abortions because I love basketball. I'm not a bad person. I don't know if I'm a good person, but I'm not a bad person. Like, I've never called a gay guy a faggot in my life. And I think if you have, you're a piece of shit. And somebody should beat the fuck out of you. That being said, I do wish we could still use that word. You know? Not towards gay people, but towards people that like really deserve it. You know? Like what about people that vape? Right? No, I agree. I vape. I was testing you guys to see. No, dude, vaping's fine. What about people that pronounce Barcelona, Barcelona? Can we use it for them? What do you think?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I say no too. I say no too. I'm testing you. I'm testing you. There's only one group that are such pieces of shit that they deserve that truly heinous word. And I think it's school shooters. I think we should use it for school shooters. I hate school shooters. You guys seem to like them, but I hate school shooters. This isn't a joke. This is just something I want to get out from my heart. I actually think I've got a solution to our country's school shooting problem. And I think all we need to do is stop posting their names and pictures all over TV after they do this shit. You know, it's like we're just creating more shooters and we're just giving them what they want. Like, can you imagine how many fewer school shootings we would have had if after the first school shooting, the newscaster just went on TV and said, there's been a terrible shooting in Colorado. 2 faggots shot followed by school shootings would be over. We would have ended them in 1999. I love drugs, as I've already mentioned. I think everybody should do a lot of drugs. Sure, some of you are going to die. But I'm fine with that. If it makes the rest of you way cooler, I think it's worth it. The trick to drugs, though, I think a lot of people just don't know which drugs are safe and which ones are dangerous. So I'm going to break it down for you guys. The trick is, learn the girl name of the drug. Yeah. If it's a lame girl, it's a lame drug. If it's a cool girl, it's a cool drug. For example, meth. Terrible drug. Don't do meth. The girl name for meth is Tina. Yuck, right? I don't know if you guys have known any Tinas in your life, but if you do, you know they are garbage human beings. Tinas are the worst people in the world. No one's born a Tina, by the way. You're born Christina. And you literally have to remove Christ from the name to get Tina. Don't do meth. The girl name for cocaine is Becky. Yeah, because she's fun and white. And Becky is fun at first. But if you do too many lines of Becky, you start to not trust Becky. You know? You start digging through Becky's stuff. You find her ID. Turns out her name's actually Tina. You've been doing meth the whole time, dog? That's why your arm's twitching? Stick to Mary Jane, right? She's not the prettiest girl in the world. She doesn't feel the best. But she's there for you every fucking day of your life. Cooking for you. Cleaning for you. Sucking your little dick. Show your dick. You marry Mary Jane. You cheat on her with Molly. Yeah, baby! Oh, Molly. Molly's the best. Molly, cheer if you've done Molly. Hell yeah, this is a fucking 10 of the coolest people in fucking Hollywood right now. If you haven't done it, talk to my man right here. He's telling it. The Molly's dope. The way I describe Molly is it makes your whole body feel like that feeling right before you come. Right? It's like your whole body is like almost orgasming. It's so dope. The only problem with Molly though is when you're with Molly, life is great, right? But as soon as Molly's gone, you get sad. You know, and then Molly's back and you're happy, and then Molly leaves and you're sad. And then Molly comes back and you're happy, and then Molly leaves and you're sad. And then Molly comes back and you're happy, and then she leaves and you're clinically depressed. And then your mom calls you. And she says, Hormoz June, I don't like what this Molly is doing to you. Right? And then you say, fuck you, Mom. I love Molly. And she says, I know, Hormoz, I know. But I don't trust her. So I hired a private detective to follow her around. And it turns out her name is actually Tina. You're doing that again, Hormoz. Thank you, guys.
Woo! Hormoz Rashidi, everybody. Hormoz Rashidi. Let's keep that nice energy going for your final comment, giving us his first impression. It's Connor McSpadden, everybody.
Thank you so much, folks. I'm still hung up on anti-abortion Dwayne Wade. Because I happen to know that Dwayne Wade has a transgender child. So him just going, if my fucking beautiful daughter can't get some bitch pregnant, he's gonna fucking take, like, it's... You know, if I cared about impressing you at all... I know, and then I misgendered this fucking kid I was using as a prop in my... I should have just gone right to shitting on Hormoz like I planned. Because Hormoz made the mistake of telling me at backstage, he's like, these are like the most expensive pants I own, the made pants. It's like a really nice pair of Jordan sweatpants. I dyed them myself.
I dyed these myself.
Which makes Hormoz my favorite kind of guy to see in Hollywood, which is like $500 shoes, $400 fucking sweatpants, $100 hoodie, $1,000 outfit, looks like shit. More expensively fucking homeless man. Hilarious. What did you tell to suck your tiny ass dick? Doritos or something? I'm drunk, man. I was
Marijuana sucks your dick.
I wanted to watch your set more, but I was trying to go through my phone and just find jokes that have never worked. I think that's what this is about, right?
Yeah.
So with that in mind, we all know the Special Olympics. I've always had this bee in my bonnet about the Special Olympics. Because I wrestled in high school. When you're a wrestler, you got to compete in the weight class. To compete in the weight class, you got to make weight. You got to weigh in at a certain amount that you said that you were going to be, 112 pounds, if you want to fight that 112-pound motherfucker. So if you're going to compete, the biggest formal special event, there's got to be some kind of a weigh-in where you have to make special. Right, there's like a guy with a windbreaker and he's got calipers out, he's measuring the distance between some guy's eyes. Going, it's a little on the bubble. The coach is like giving them a pep talk, like, alright, we've trained too fucking hard for this. I want a finger in every nose and a crayon in every ear. We're going to finals. Remember, gang, there is an I in team. Alright, on 3. 1, 2, 3, pudding! Next joke that has never worked. And the best part about male privilege, ladies, you know, it's not to make them more money. It's not the fact that when I say an idea in a room full of people, it's the same shit that Amy said 5 minutes ago, I get the credit for it. Best part about male privilege, hands down, pissing in water bottles. This is it's an unbelievable luxury we should appreciate, because every woman in here, and I'm sorry this happened to you, has had to take a piss in some place that wasn't the bathroom, and every time you did, you looked like the fucking Babadook, about to climb on the walls, and the horror, it's the most degrading fucking shit you could ever... Meanwhile, every asshole in here, guy, could just whip it out going 75 in a school zone, in a Gatorade bottle, like nothing's even happening. I would do comedy on the road for a living. I'd go to Bakersfield one night for $150 and Fresno the next for $200, and My car was just full of piss bottles, like to the point that my friends, it's not a joke, had an intervention for me. They got together, it's bad. They were like, Connor, you did this trip, we're gonna make you count the number of pee bottles that come out of the back seat of your car. I've just been hucking them back there every time I finish, like I just caught a fish in a cartoon. And I'm willing to admit that 63 pee bottles sounds like a lot. They weren't on this. It's a lot when it sounds like a song. Like 63 bottles of piss in the car, 63 bottles of piss. Whip it on out, piss it all out, 64 bottles of piss in the car. You gotta count up with this song. What sucks is when you get to 100, then you have to start drinking the piss. Yeah, we might be buying this bit back together again. That's funny. I never thought of a piss drinking contest angle. I don't do it anymore. I'm trying to raise my sexual credit score. I want some 750 pussy. No fucking personality issues. I worked on mine, you work on yours. I keep the pee bottles out of my car, you fucking shave your pussies. I'm talking about the economics of partnership here. Because I had a wake-up call. There was a day where I'd never pissed in the water bottle in my car again. I was late to a gig. Needed the gig. It's $50 spot. That's my fucking lunch for the next 5 weeks. I had to pee in a bottle to make it on time. I was late, high, hungover. I was fucking pissed in the bottle to get to the show. Obviously, I've been driving for an hour and a half. I'm thirsty. I gotta wet my big fucking mouthful of pee. Right in my mouth. And I'm gonna answer everybody's first question. The taste of pee. It's bad, but it's not like, I think with R. Kelly, it's like a misdemeanor. It's just really it's musty. It's sort of like drinking the smell of your grandma's garage. It's like, it smells like Life magazine and shitty candy. And what happens when piss went in my mouth, I realized right away what happened. I became horrified. What happens when any human being becomes horrified? Your mouth goes agape. My mouth is agape. All the piss starts leaking out of my mouth. I became the first person in the known universe to piss their pants via their mouth. Some kind of shitty wormhole. No, I should close on a high note, but I got 1 minute. I'm having fun subjecting you to these. It's kind of fun, So which one is definitely not going to work? Alright, I was hanging out with my black friend Bruce and my midget friend Brad. It's going to be a good story because it has a good cast of characters. I saw you, all you littlest racist people get intrigued. Bruce says to Brad, hanging out at a show, getting drunk, having fun. Oh, yeah man, but black people and midgets have a lot in common. I jumped in and said, yeah, you guys are both 3/5 the person, huh? We laughed. We laughed. I was rolling on the ground. Brad was rolling on the ground. He calls it the ceiling. It was great. Next morning I woke up. I haven't tweeted any jokes on the internet for everyone to read out of context in a while. What about that crack I made about black people and midgets? Yeah, you read. That'll be perfect. I fired it off. Got in the shower, toweled off, canceled. I was immediately canceled. 15 minutes, 500 black comedians wanted me to quit comedy, thought I was a menace to the scene, and there was a few midgets that were upset as well. There's only a few because it's a much smaller community, but they were out for blood. They were vicious. They were like, cut off his shit, it's one of us, one of us. Alright, my name's Connor, you're a lot of fun.
Connor McSpadden, everybody.
Connor McSpadden.
These were fun sets. Good work. Give a round of applause for all the comics. We had some stars in every round. Dimitri, you came back into play.
Take this, right?
Oh yeah, take that if you guys want to talk. I appreciated the laugh that you didn't want to have when Connor was talking about the 3/5 a person joke. I appreciate your honesty, miss. What's your name?
Jill.
Jill, you're gonna get some points just for that.
Oh, Jill.
You're definitely gonna get some points. Hunter, I'm gonna give you get some points for knowing about Dwayne Wade and also for really trying to give Connor the benefit of the doubt when he was doing really bad early on in the set. He was smiling. He was giving you so many shots.
When did that happen?
Well, most of it.
Hey, let's hear it. Go on.
Come on, let's not fucking violent.
I'm not
The fucking Irish.
No, be
you know?
funny. Do something funny.
Oh.
And then we
I
have.
like that a man.
No, dude,
that-
this guy, look at this guy. He's got chains on. He's hilarious. I mean, look at it. He's got a backwards. This guy screams funny.
Hilarious. You know, that's the thing with the Irish, it switches fast.
It really
From a
does.
fun time to full Christmas anger. You gotta watch out. I like that a man who drank his own piss is concerned about a full bush. You know where you can taste piss if you like it? In a full bush.
I needed an example to finish the analogy, and I resented myself for choosing pussy hair.
You're not
I don't
like
floss
that.
anyways. That's the closest thing to
Yeah.
this is really.
You've been fucking women with bushes for a while now, I bet.
I love eating pussy. It's the only time I feel pretty sure a woman's not mad at me.
She still is.
Then we have my man for the Baptist Church. What's your name?
Alex.
Alex. Congratulations on escaping. It's always nice to see some other fellow non-Christian people anymore. Good news.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
Let's tell them the good news, Jay.
Yeah, let's tell them to go. Let's proselytize. Alex, you're gonna
Turn
get.
into a service.
I'm gonna try not to. I gotta save all my energy.
If we're
for
just
church.
killing time, I really do want Machine Gun Kelly's backup dancer to say something funny. Little fucking shit when it's black out. I mean, you're just a cool-looking Hollywood douchebag. God bless you. I hope you fuck some six tonight. But like, don't tell me about creativity, you symmetrical cheekbone fuck.
I don't agree with what Connor's saying, and I still want to try those samples of cocaine.
Fair. Now let's go ahead and give out some points to our contestants. We have. Now it pains me to say this because he did actually have a very good set, but I'm going to give Hormoz third place on that one. Because the last like 2/3 of Hormoz's set was just about how fun drugs are, and that is really antithetical to the whole premise of the fucking show. Talking about a good time that people are having? Absolutely not. I refrain.
Fuck you, Hormoz.
Fuck you, Hormoz. That's right. Still love you,
You're the
buddy.
only one in on the fuck Hormoz.
Dude, Fuck You Hormoz has been my theme song.
That's your internal monologue.
And you, that
Not
does.
winning at the Comedy Store has been my career for the last 8 years.
I've never seen someone like make being a team player so sad. Hey, I'm the only one. I'm the only one who hates me. Okay, it's like, well, it's coming from inside the house the whole time.
Now, I'm gonna give Connor 200 points on that round. Connor, you're getting second place because you did stick to your guns. Honestly, it was the musty garage Life magazine thing that really took it over the edge for me. We got a real existential sadness from Connor, which I appreciate.
I'd like to know that I'd beat Hormoz without trying at all.
But Amy beat Hormoz and Connor by trying very hard, and she deserves that. 300 points for Amy Miller.
I don't want these pity points for being the woman on the show. Just make it 200. Fuck you, Jay. I see what you're doing.
I think you're doing a great job, Jay, and this show doesn't seem like it's stolen from anything Chris Hardwick's ever done.
You know, Amy, when she started, when I booked Amy, she promised me she wasn't going to be difficult about doing this show. And then she sent me she was unhappy about the picture that was on the flyer.
Awful.
You don't complain when you're doing at 10:30 with Jay Light.
Yeah. It's almost at 11:30 now, all right? This is the future of...
And he didn't
something.
even really rape that girl. He was just a bad boyfriend. I mean, that can happen to anybody. Right? When you wouldn't let her go to the cosplay convention.
Yeah.
You wanted her to stay in your dressing room in the Mystique costume while she read the Batman fans.
Exactly, yes.
It's actually, I feel like the only way you can come.
Points.
Points.
No, I don't know why Mystique, a Marvel character, would be reading facts about Batman from
But
the
you know
DC
what?
universe.
That's between me and my bitch, all right, Connor?
I thought you were going to say Mike Lawrence.
No.
I think this is too nerdy for everyone.
Let's move on to our second round, folks. Let's move on to our second round. We have Tyler. While I get this thing set up, go ahead and give us a rundown of what the second round
The
is.
next round is called the Naughty List, folks. The Naughty List. Jay and I have put together a few posters of some people, which Jay is getting right now. There it is. Oh, there it is. The fun little hat. And we're going to have all the comedians here say, which one's the worst?
Oh,
Which one's the worst out of these three people? Back to you,
Hormoz, you
Jay.
should call him that word that you like to say on stage.
Is it cunt?
I said
Sorry.
faggot earlier.
I didn't want you to say it again.
Okay, you told me to.
I'm thinking it.
Did they only
You
have?
did. You set him right. You set him right up to say it to me again just now.
Did they only have green hats when you're buying a hat?
Tyler gave me this hat for free.
Like a bit where they like Loki turns into Santa Claus for a second.
Marvel reference. Nobody in this crowd's a nerd. Connor, do you see how cool all these people here
When
are?
I hang out with you, it brings the unfuckableness out of me. You know, it's like when I'm not really a Reddit guy until I see Jay, and then I'll be like, well, the thing about Ethereum is.
No, you have that all the time.
Subscribe to r/cryptocurrency.
No, I don't.
Get all
I'm
the
very
rest
cool.
of
You don't know me at all. I had the best set, better than both of them. I'm not drunk. I'm barely even Irish.
it. Let's go ahead and start things
Give it up
off.
for Connor, everybody. Come on, he needs it.
He does.
Yeah.
It's crazy how Connor is acting the most desperate out of anybody else on the panel when we have Hormoz sitting right fucking there.
Fuck you, Jay. I'm way more desperate than Hormoz. This fool would not even grovel for a bean or a crumb of rice. I would.
All right, let's start things off. We are going to begin with the category of most obnoxious person online in 2022. The worst people online in 2022.
Oh God, I hope it's not me.
No, we have James Corden. James Corden,
Oh.
outgoing host of the show that I can't even remember what the fuck it's called anymore.
Which Grand Theft Auto game was he in? I forgot. I love this font.
Grand Theft Auto Candy.
Yeah, Candyland Vice.
We have Julia Fox. Julia Fox.
Hey, which Grand Theft Auto game was she in? Huh? Yeah?
She's
Remember that? You guys remember that joke?
she's Uncut Gems lady.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
She fucked. Kanye was kind of groomed her to be the new. He was like, as a move, was like, hey, I got a new Kim right here. Just wearing crazy outfits, and they hit the town.
Oh, she's also an actress. Everybody, yeah,
That's true.
she has a whole job
She did.
outside of all that.
She was wonderful in Uncut Gems. I really liked her part in Uncut Gems. Yeah. And we finally have new Twitter user, power user already, Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse coming in hot off of shooting two people at the, the Wisconsin protests, now becoming a Twitter darling. Who's the worst person online? Amy Miller. What do you think?
Well, I love Julia Fox, so I think it's bullshit she's even on there. James Corden's really more of a in real life horrible person. He's not tweeting. I mean, I gotta go, Kyle, I guess. I like that you guys have the same just luscious white southern lips. You know what I mean? You don't not look related. Kyle, yeah, for sure.
I think that's fair. Hormoz, what about you? Who do you think is the worst?
All three of them are personal heroes of mine, so it's very hard to pick between the three. Corbin took karaoke to another level. That was fun. Julia fucked Kanye, which is a personal dream of mine, to one day know what it's like to be inside Yeezy. I bought another pair of Yeezys recently, too.
Inside?
Yeah, I mean, if his shoes are this comfortable, think about what his body feels like.
Also, I think Julia Fox was probably pegging Kanye. I think that's fair to assume.
Yeah, of course. Donda, 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 donda.
That's the
I'm gonna agree with Kyle Rittenhouse because, it's a no-brainer, dude. That guy's a fucking piece of shit.
All right.
My God, this man's butthole is lined with shock-absorbing Yeezy Boost foam. It's the most ergonomic asshole I've ever slipped foot into. I would like to emphasize for Amy that Julia Fox is not an actress, and the only thing that she's ever done is to date Kanye West 3 times, and she has no other qualities or characteristics.
She was Tyler. She was in.
It's not true.
Right.
Whatever they're saying is false. That's not a movie.
Uncut Gems.
You made
Uncut Gems.
You made that. You literally made that up.
She's funny.
I'm thinking right now mostly about Jay at Office Depot 3 weeks ago going, why would I need a 28-inch document stand when the 3 weeks the 20-inch document stand is $20? I mean, what do I need 8 more inches of document? How big are these pictures going to be? And then now I'm planning to deliberate for several hours until there's a Chinese water torture effect where you can't...
I did this tonight. I made this mistake tonight about 6:30 p.m.
You're literally holding them yourself.
Yes. I could do that, but then you can't. Can you see? You can't see the pictures. Okay.
I used to have to read every dumb thing a celebrity did every morning, every single one that happened when I wrote jokes for David Spade on Comedy Central, and I said to myself, if this job ever ends, I'm never reading the news again. So I have no idea who Kyle Rittenhouse really is. I know he's racist and people don't like him, so it's probably something. So when there's smoke, there's fire. So probably won't vote for him. Julia Fox, I could play the feminist angle, you know, pander to the Amy Millers of the audience. It's never a bad play, pander to women. It's been good to me.
Now, you saw how much Amy laid into me when she thought I was pandering to her. That is a bad move. Do not do that.
There's just something so particularly hateable about James Corden, though, that I feel like whether he's online, offline, at the bottom of a lagoon where he lives, he's infuriating. So I choose him.
That's and that you missed the news. You missed when he got into a whole argument with a guy who owned a restaurant because he was mean to one of the servers in the restaurant. And then he was like, "No, I wasn't." And then that guy kicked him out of the restaurant. They were yelling at each other.
One of these guys killed a bunch of black people, though. It's like there's one guy who like yelled at a waitress, another chick says Uncut Gem's weird.
No, this is a good point.
Right.
It's like, the third guy's Hitler. It's like Hitler? You know? Ferguson?
Or the guy who says potatoes instead of potatoes.
Oh, he sends food back, and that is maybe the worst thing.
That's true. Absolutely. See,
He said his wife was only allergic to one part of the egg, just the yolk.
I mean, you gotta be a real rich douche piece of shit to be that fat and send food back. How much do you need to make a point when you know you goddamn the lobster looks fine, James?
And how gross is an all-yolk omelet? That's fucking disgusting. Alright, yeah, no, I flipped. It's Corbin for sure.
All yolk omelet was actually the Yelp review of Jay's cock I got from a mutual friend. She said, well, he's a nice guy, and he took, certainly was a gentleman, but it's like fucking an all yolk omelet.
yeah,
With ketchup instead of sriracha.
I can't deny that. Let's move on to our next category. And I'm sorry, Tyler, I did this out of order. Usually Tyler fucks up. I'm the one who fucks
That's
up
right.
today.
Yeah, Tyler.
It's me.
Fucking loser.
Fucking idiot. I'm such a fucking idiot. All right, we have
Glad
this
he's
guy.
got one of the mics so he can say something every 45 minutes. And not Amy. Hormoz.
So we have the worst celebrity in sports, the worst athlete who also is currently on trial for trying to sell cryptocurrency. Is on. We got Serena Williams.
What?
Yeah. We got Shaq.
What did they do?
They're all on trial right now. They're being sued because they were all selling stuff through FTX.
They've done nothing. They took money to do commercials.
And we have to go Tom Brady, everybody. Tom Brady. Who's the
I
worst?
think you got him with his worst fucking haircut.
I know, like...
Somehow you found a photo of Tom Brady that looks ugly. And Shaq looks amazing. No, that's it.
That's it? That's your whole thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, are you asking?
I'm asking, who's the worst out of these three?
I mean, Tom Brady. I can't. Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna hate on Shaq
Someone's
or
not
Williams.
happy about this Tom Brady choice
Why?
in the audience.
I don't fucking care about him.
Good.
You think I watch football?
Amy, you fucked Shaq. We get it.
I fucking wish.
All right, Tom Brady it is for Amy Hormoz. What do you think?
I'm gonna pick the fucking retards who put their money in cryptocurrency because Shaq told them to. I don't think, how are we blaming Shaq, Serena Williams, and Tom Brady? Who takes their investment advice from Tom Brady and Shaq? Also, the only thing, Shaq invested his money in fucking Krispy Kreme donuts, which seems like a fucking way better investment.
Wait, Tyler, didn't Aaron Carter take investment advice from Shaq?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
God, you're
So
so
Shaq helped us get rid of Aaron Carter? Is
I
that
think
what
so.
you're
I think that's
Okay.
why he killed himself
So
after
Shaq
that.
wins. I can't go against Serena Williams because she fucked Drake and inspired a bunch of music I love.
Cause that's how I'll beat Shaq.
Yeah.
worth it.
You guys never mentioned
I-
the woman's job.
Yeah, no, she's good at
Who's
tennis.
she fuck? Yeah, she's really good at tennis.
She's good
She's
at
good at
tennis.
tennis.
But I mean, but the joy that I've gotten from Drake's music versus like watching her beat like some Eastern European chick I've never heard of at tennis, I gotta go with Drake.
That's really embarrassing for you to say out loud.
Name a few of the people she's beaten at tennis. Name some famous tennis people other than Venus Williams and
You
Serena.
can't even name her sister correctly.
But I'm saying nobody watches women's tennis. Let's be honest. Like, it's fine that Amy's here, but we don't have to pretend like we watch WNBA to pander to everybody.
Well, why do you sound like an Italian man who's lying about women's sports? But Venus Williams, she plays the racquetball.
What do you think, Connor?
I am going to introduce the concept of moral relativism to the belly room. I think that I have to ask myself, which one of these people cared the least that they were likely fucking over these shitty, impulsive investing choices of poor, fat people on their couches miles away from where they would ever be? I think I would be disappointed in myself if Serena Williams ever even learned how to spell Ethereum. I think that she's got too much money, too much talent. She's got to just be spending it, doing whatever the rich lady version of fucking 18-year-old girls is. I hope, you know, taking the pool boy just to feel powerful. So she was like, how much? 40 mil? Yeah, I'll show up to Santa Monica for 2 hours. I don't blame Serena at all. Shaq, I think similarly, is a known mogul. At this point, he's endorsed every product, from great products to like asbestos, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure Shaq was behind the polio vaccine and like salmonella simultaneously.
Yeah.
That was one of the good ones.
It was one of the most effective ones.
That one only makes you baby boomer retarded because it came out in like the 20s. So that one just makes you go, man, Corvettes, fucking collectible.
Shaq's like a reverse thalidomide baby.
So I think Shaq, it's like if you don't know the score with Shaq, I kind of put that on you to a degree. And the fact that he sells Icy Hot and mortgages, like, fuck you for listening to him. Which brings me to Tom Brady, who I think when the FTX people sat down with him, he was like, wow, that actually sounds really cool. Like, I think he was the guy on the couch losing his money, but he was just getting it. So I think Tom Brady, for being stupid and probably buying into it on some level in the first place, I would choose Tom Brady. Like, I can't fault Serena or Shaq for being Serena or Shaq, but Tom Brady.
And you're not booing Connor for saying Tom Brady, you piece of shit.
Yeah. I don't know why, but him picking Tom Brady just seemed racist.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, Tyler. Shaq's not smart enough to know about investing. He's just a dumb big black guy. And Serena, she's a dumb black lady playing tennis. Very racist, Connor.
First off,
I think I talked for 45 minutes about how they're both way too rich and successful for me to blame them for doing a stupid ad, and you're like, these fucking Connor was out there.
The part about the chicken, though, you shouldn't have even mentioned.
No, man, this is good. Tyler for gaslighting you. It's pretty funny.
Tyler, what do you think?
I just want to point out that Serena Williams is married to one of the founders of Reddit. So
That's
she's
true.
worth billions of dollars.
She is. She married up somehow. Somehow Serena Williams did manage to marry up.
I can't think of a blacker chick and a whiter guy. It's like the inventor of the Jerry curl is fucking Larry King.
And also, Tom Brady kisses his son on the mouth. So let's do the part.
That's true. Yeah, fuck Tom Brady for kissing his son on the mouth.
There you
Let's
go.
all say it once, one time. 1, 2, 3. Fuck Tom Brady. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck Tom Brady.
And
There
not
we
for
go.
loving his child in a normal way.
Let's move on to our final round, or our final category: the worst person in comedy in 2022. This is the person who has contributed the least, the worst to comedy. We're gonna start off with Brendan Shaw. Brendan Shaw.
He gave me $400 once. He's a great guy.
Now, if you don't know who Brendan Shaw is, Tyler, we do have a clip of his stand-up, so you guys can get an idea of what this guy's packing.
This giant Asian doctor walks up to him and goes, Mr. Shah, sorry for your loss.
That's pretty good.
God damn it!
Oh, that's not all. Play the rest of that bit, Tyler.
This be worth paying your life, guaranteed. Worth paying your life.
So good.
Are you playing
Hormoz is defending this man.
He legit, I was working backdoor. He came and gave me $400 one night. I fucking loved his comedy special, Big Poppy. Check it out on all the platforms.
Did you just call this comedy special by the wrong name?
I don't know.
It's the Gringo
It's
Poppy.
Gringo Poppy. It's really funny. The key is mute it and listen to Bill Burr specials.
I am now. I'm like, what does the fact that this Asian doctor was gigantic come into play? Like, how is that part of the story? Like, I need to
I
know.
want to play the whole bit.
I think you meant how gigantically Asian he was. That's why he was
The
doing.
doctor walks up to him and goes, Mr. Sharp, sorry for your loss.
Only the most gigantic of Asian men are going to talk like
I
that.
think they picked the best clip, too. They didn't pick a bad clip. They picked a good one.
Next we have the person who has currently bought Twitter is ruining it for all the comedians who are hoping to have a career off of Twitter still in 2022, Elon Musk. And wait, I'm forgetting something.
Oh yeah, there's one more thing, Jay.
First person with Asperger's to host SNL.
Ableist piece of shit putting him on this list.
And then we finally have...
He's not the first person with Asperger's to host a game show at the Comedy Store, though.
Finally have a person who somehow continues to get booked like fucking crazy. It's Chris D'Elia, everybody. Tyler, this man, if you haven't watched the documentary about it just came out yesterday. We were going to have him. We thought this was going to be a fun, jokey time with Elon Musk and be like, wow, wackadoo shit. Nah, my man's got a sex cult. Oh no. Tyler, roll that clip.
There's no such thing as a 14-year-old girl anymore. They go from like 6 to 25. They go from 6 to 25.
That's a fucking beat, though.
It is a good fucking beat. But
25.
worst person in comedy. Brendan Schaub, Chris D'Elia, Elon Musk. What do we think?
I like how if you wanted to blow up as a rap producer and put your name out there in the 2000s, you'd be, okay, so I'm going to take the Black Album by Jay-Z, and I'm going to take the White Album by the Beatles, I'm going to mash them up to make a whole new work of art. And now it's like, I got to save my hardest shit for the next time Elon Musk makes a faux pas. You know, like fucking Kesha says actually, and I can like auto-tune it. We've done a lot of this fucking talking on the show.
He has been carrying the show. Amy, what do you think?
I'm just so ready to post a photo of you in front of this with just Jay's favorite comic.
Hey.
Merry Christmas. Obviously I gotta go Elon because at least for now he doesn't work in any clubs that I still want to work. So I love the other two guys. They're great. Book me too. Thanks, Hollywood Improv.
Amy Miller making the good political call there. We've got Hormoz Rashidi. What do you think?
Like I said before, Brendan Schaub is one of the best working comics in town. And hey, I'll say anything if you give me enough money. Chris D'Elia also let me open for him once. It is gross. It is gross. It's just gross. Very gross. I gotta say, I work here. All the girls I carded he brought in were 21. But I never saw him fuck any of them.
The ones that you carded.
Yeah.
I mean, I carded everybody he brought in, I swear to you. For sure. We can't lose our liquor license even for Chris D'Elia's head.
Those were decoy hoes.
Elon Musk.
Whole illusion.
Elon Musk is the only African up there. I can't shit on an African. It's racist. Hell yeah, dog, I got you, dude. I'm the only one here. Why did they put the black people in a separate section? That's fucked up, Jay. That seems like a Jay Light decision.
They found out about the show in the Green Book. That's the safe space.
That's the Green Book. Okay. Fuck, man, I gotta say Chris D'Elia, though, because it's just fucking, even if, yeah, shit's fucking creepy and gross, so Chris D'Elia's.
Chris D'Elia from Hormoz Rashidi. What about you, Connor? What do you think?
I think we should give Tyler's mic to the two black guys over there. I just have a gut feeling. I don't know these gentlemen. My comedy instincts tell me there's more funny there than a third insecure white guy chiming in periodically. You know, I mean, me and Jay is already too much of the same flavors. We've got 2 big bowls of vanilla ice cream.
We can't give the mic to funnier comedians. That would just be embarrassing for us.
That's a good point. I do like you guys posted that. You're like if Statler and Waldorf were Jesus and Miro. All right, let's go through it. Elon Musk, I think he buys his own bullshit. I think he's like, I'm trying to make. I think he thinks he's trying to make it a better company. Autistic people, Asperger's, we kind of can't tell a lie. Like I can't really pretend I like you. I can't really. My secret plan is I'm telling you. So, I wouldn't really want to jump on him. Brendan Schaub, another comedy drama thing I didn't read. I think boils down to him being kind of a big, dumb, insecure jerk that owned himself, which is a punishment in and of itself. He'll have to live with that. And in fact, I hope he grows from it. This brings me to Mr. D'Elia. Now, I believed I was kind of groomed to be like a third possible candidate for this pussy posse when they had me open for him at the Bray Improv in 2015. But I was too wholesome and autistic talking to chicks that they were like, this guy's got to get the fuck out of here. This guy's saying, what's your major? What do you care?
Connor, you could have been Mark Hayes. You could have tried harder.
I could have met Eminem for 5 minutes one time. No, I gotta go, Chris D'Elia. I mean, it's I think that he has an addiction, and it's a public safety issue. I don't like talking dumb. I'm not gonna really shit on Brendan Shaw, but it's like this guy's addicted to raping young women, and he's famous, so he's going to keep doing it. So you should probably he's not great.
It's sad that Elon is the funniest of the three.
It really is.
Oh no, D'Elia's funny as fuck. I think D'Elia's super funny, but he's also like a bad person. He's also a bad guy.
Well, that was the naughty list, everybody. And these folks, fuck that thing. All right. We're gonna move on to our next round after a quick word from our sponsor. A word from our sponsor. It's him.
It's cue the music, huh?
Hey, Tyler.
This is going really well.
Tyler, cue the fucking music, Tyler.
Jay, oh, you turned it down, so that's why.
How dare you?
Tonight's show is brought to you by the Jews. The Jews will sponsor anything. The Comedy Store? Yeah, right. I'm not buying it. Who wants a Seinfeld DVD? Who wants a fucking Seinfeld DVD?
Anybody want a Seinfeld?
You do?
Yeah, which
All right.
season?
It's post Larry David.
Thank you.
I got a couple more. I'm Hanukkah Jew. Hanukkah Harry. You have Santa. We have Seinfeld. Who wants a DVD? You want a DVD?
Dimitri
I won't box
wants a
it.
DVD.
All right. Would you buy it from me? How much? How much was it? That's called negotiation. It's yours. By the way, you're one of us. Whoa! Whoa! Don't diss on me and say shalom. Don't go like this if you're going to say shalom. You do this and you say shalom, you're anti-Semitic. That's for sure. By the way, when you said James Corden, when you said when you send something back at a restaurant might be the worst thing you could do, I thought that was very anti-Semitic. That was crazy. A whole culture just dismissed.
Are you Ashkenazi or Sephardic or?
Are you aware of the difference? Oh yeah, 1 second.
Pretend I am.
1 second, me. Then you wouldn't have had to ask.
Sounds like someone really resents their Sephardic heritage or something. I don't know what that means, but I apologize.
Must be Ashkenazi.
He's Ashkenazi for sure.
Ashkenazi.
Jesus Christ.
Sephardics look more like me.
Yes. This is a gentleman who needs Seinfeld.
I do, yeah.
No. You don't need him. You're very funny and good. You need Seinfeld. All right, already. Hey, good show, Jay Light. Was sponsored by the Jews. Is this my time? I could stay up here for an hour and a half. You want me? No.
No, we gotta move on.
Oh!
Keep it going for Harry Hanukkah. our show is sponsored by the Jews this month and every month, I think. We'll see. All right.
You can catch him appearing in one of Kanye's dreams later.
We're going to move on to our third round. The standings currently stand as follows. Amy Miller is in second place. Hormoz is in third. Connor and Amy are actually tied for first after that round.
Why? How is that possible?
I don't have enough time to
Sounds
explain
racist
it.
to me.
Let's move
The only
right
guy
on.
who's not white on the stage, black people in their black section, and the whites getting rated by a racist white guy that looks like Tucker Carlson.
Black people.
Seems like racist to me, guys.
Do
What do
you guys think Hormoz
What does the
deserves-
audience think?
No. Fuck the audience. Black
Fuck
people.
the audience. The brown
Do you
people
guys?
are the brown.
Do you think Hormoz deserves more points? Black people.
Yes.
Yes.
There you go.
That's not emphatic. All right.
You're only going to give me 3/5 of what they want me to have.
Yeah, to be fair, Jay, it's not in the black culture to be that emphatic. It's kind of corny to be like, yeah, Hormoz. You gotta, like, oh yeah, for sure, yeah, you know.
Let's move on to our final round, everybody. Or our third round, rather. There's more rounds. Let's go ahead and do the Discomfort Zone. The Discomfort Zone is we're going to ask these contestants uncomfortable questions about themselves that we have tailored, me and Tyler have tailored specifically to them. And they're going to have to answer their best and funniest way possible. Now, because the show has gone on a lot longer than I thought it was going to go, we're only going to ask you guys, if you want, you can answer 2 questions, but you only have to answer 1. So, Amy.
I'll take 2.
So you're taking 2? All right, Amy. Stand up. Amy Miller, you are in this comfort zone.
Oh, so bad. Okay. I literally am not comfortable in my bladder. Okay,
Perfect.
Go. Okay, go.
Okay. First question.
Okay, yes. Why do you have to be so close to me
Because
right
this is the discomfort zone.
now? Oh my god.
You were on Last Comic Standing.
Yeah.
Fuck, marry, kill. Roseanne, Keenan Ivory Wayans, or Norm Macdonald. So the judges from her season of Last Comic Standing.
Love him so much, but he's already dead, so we're killing Norm. But that makes it easy, then I don't have to choose. He killed himself. Just kidding, he had cancer. Okay, kill Norm, because he's already dead.
Fair.
Fuck Roseanne, marry Keenan.
All right, that's right out the gate. Perfect answers.
You know Roseanne eats pussy like crazy.
And let's move on to your second, more difficult question. When it comes to being predators and criminals, male comedians really hog the spotlight. In the spirit of inclusion, which female comedian do you hope gets outed as a sex offender? And why?
Eliza, because nobody wants to watch your dog, and you don't pay your openers.
This is great, right out the gate. Perfect, Amy Miller.
These are just
Crushing it. I thought I was good. Tyler was worried that we were going to have to prompt you a little bit more on that second question.
Why? Like I'm a fucking idiot, Tyler? What are you talking about? You
Sorry,
hate other women?
No, Eliza's the obvious answer. Good job. Good job. Watch Good on Paper. It's on Netflix.
All right, Amy, you're gonna get a hot. We're gonna give you the maximum points for each of those questions, which is gonna be 800 points. Go take a hot piss. You're gonna get 800 points in Hormoz. You are now in the discomfort zone.
Hell yeah. This whole time.
You want 1 question or 2 questions?
I'll go with 2.
All right. Hormoz, you're a diehard Raiders fan.
No, not that. Yeah.
So diehard
Die easy.
that you're the head of a movement to rename the team to what they were originally called, the Oakland Seniors. As the man in charge, please tell us why the Oakland Seniors is actually less offensive than the Oakland Raiders.
What?
When the Oakland,
I want them to be the Oakland Seniors.
we want them to be the Oakland Seniors the way they were originally supposed to be in 1960 when the team was
Jay
founded.
doesn't do drugs either, so this retarded shit is from his fucking sober brain. Alright, I want them to be the Seniors because Raiders rape women, and I'm a fucking feminist, and I stand with women. Alright, there we go. I don't know
Not a funny answer, but a good answer. Your second question, Hormoz. Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khomeini calls you up on the phone and says, Hormoz, we're getting the band back together. I want you to be in charge of our revamped morality police. Can you describe your ideal first day on the job?
Well, first of all, Khomeini died a few years ago. You would have done a little bit of research. It's Khomeini now. And if you would have called, I would have said, how are you doing? How's the wife? And can I help with the morality shit? Yeah, I'd be like, let's fucking stop covering up our hot ass bitches, and let's let the world see how fucking hot our chicks are. And then he would say, you know, the whole Kim Kardashian thing, getting fucked by Ray J.
Is that what he said?
That's what he says. He's like, but if they see how hot our chicks are, Ray J's gonna fuck them. That's just he'd say that, and I'd be like, but dog, look, they're protesting in the streets and shit right now, dog, like, you know, and then he'd be like, all right, man, you're the homie, and then he'd fucking free everyone. That.
Sounds like Hormoz is going to do a bad job being part of the morality police. Hormoz Rashidi, everybody. Thank you, Hormoz. Now, Connor, unless you really fumble the bag here, Hormoz has basically sealed himself in third place, so...
Second, Hormoz.
Don't fuck it up.
Right. At least he's got a $1,000 fit on.
Do you want one question or two questions, Connor?
Both barrels.
Let's do both. Connor, you took bootleg Chinese Viagra to try and get an erection on national television for season 3 of Comedy Central's Roast Battle.
True.
When you didn't get hard, what disease did you think you were going to die of from taking bootleg Chinese Viagra?
I thought it was kind of more like a thing where, you know, me Chinese, me play joke, oh shit, I'm out of coke. Just pissing this guy's Viagra. It's more what I reckon. Although, look, I'm not going to pretend that I'm made of stone, and I wasn't a little concerned about the Chinese boner flu. You guys have heard of CBF? My fucking cousin died of CBF. He was getting a soapy in Thailand while he was on a military base. Chick fucking was all over the place apparently, and now he's 6 feet under. Probably the Chinese boner flu.
Chinese boner flu, that's a good answer. Well, let's hear our second answer. Connor, you've been to a couple psych wards. Please tell us your most... Please.
Well, several psych wards.
Several.
3 is several.
Three's a handful. 3's a few.
You have tiny hands, so I would agree.
Fair enough. Wait.
That's all I got you beat, bro.
Yeah, you do got me beat.
That felt good. I knew I had the good. I'm not Kawhi Leonard, but for a white guy, not bad.
I just wanted to see, and I should have had that one coming. All right, Connor.
Like this guy, this 6'4" guy, is 6 inches taller than me. He's definitely have bigger hands than
Definitely
him.
got bigger hands. Absolutely. Connor, you've been to
See how I turned the fucking hot seat back around? Now he's crazy.
Connor, you've been to several psych wards, which is a sentence that I cannot say about myself. Please tell us,
because I'm more interesting than Jay.
Fair. Please tell us your most memorable experience in the form of a Yelp review.
I would like to say that the Canyon Ridge Institute for Mental Health showed a deep disrespect for my personal safety when I broke my ankle trying to dunk a basketball barefoot on a 9-foot hoop, and then asked for painkillers, and they thought I was addicted to painkillers because I was in a mental hospital asking for painkillers. That's kind of, you're doing a pretty good job if that's your first assumption. When the guy just like, my fucking foot hurts, like, yeah, right. Yelp review's getting long-winded. So I would like for them to mail me 35 Vicodin for my foot that doesn't hurt anymore.
How many stars?
It's really a 1-star.
That's fair. 1-star Yelp review for whatever bullshit Connor went to. I mean, we know what happened there, right? Amy and Connor crushed that round. Well, I wouldn't say Connor crushed that round. He crushed my spirit, certainly. But that round...
What was the retarded shit about me wanting the Raiders to be named the Seniors? But how did you come up with that? That was so stupid. Have I ever said that?
And why are my questions all like, Connor, you killed a man driving your car on the evening of December 22nd, 2019. You kept on driving that Honda Fit, but that man's heart is no longer beating. How do you sleep at night, and what do you put? Give me 500 points, you fucking Christian piece of shit.
I was about to give you 500 points, you tall piece of shit.
My question was...
I'm gonna give you 400 points.
I've never said that to you, have I? What was the funny thing that you would have said if that was the setup?
Hormoz.
If you came up with the setup. I've never said this.
Hormoz, what I wanted to know was,
Yeah.
since you're a big diehard Raiders fan, which NFL fan base would you most like to rape and pillage?
That was the original question.
That's better than why did you want to change the name to the Senior?
All right, answer that question then. Tyler, cue the music.
Stand up, motherfucker.
And stand up.
Stand up.
Stand the fuck up, Hormoz.
Who do I want to rape?
No, which NFL fan base
Who do I want to rape?
as a diehard fan of the Raiders most deserves to be raped and pillaged?
Let me channel my inner Crystalia and think about this. I'll say the Cowboys. Because I've seen Brokeback Mountain and that shit looks kind of hot.
That's a good answer.
I don't remember the pillaging scene.
I don't remember the raping scene.
Fair enough.
There wasn't rape, you're right, that's a great point.
Sensual gay couple.
Not in Iran. Not in Iran.
Well, Amy, I believe that Jay's Sunday school learning will back me up on this. Any homosexual act is rape in God's eyes. Raping is creation, gang. You see, when the Lord...
That's true. Amy remembers
perfect
this
socket
from the Baptist days.
He gets a little...
Socket.
A perfect socket and a perfect plug. He gets a little offended when you start putting aftermarket parts on your Honda Civic.
Alex, what fucked up stuff did they say about the gays at your Baptist church?
Hey, let's ask the black people in the corner. Their answer will be way funnier.
Black people in the corner? And that's why I don't ask the black people in the corner, Connor. All right.
So we don't need to hear their voice, Jay? Is that what I'm hearing? We should silence the black
Now
voice.
I'm in the discomfort zone.
Jay, why aren't there any comedians of color on this lineup? And don't tell me that Hormoz is not fucking
I'll tell
white
you
guy.
why. Because the very first time I did the show, I booked an entirely
This guy
diverse
knows
lineup.
more like fucking white shit than I do.
I booked-
I'd be like, why are you quoting Seth Rogen movies faster than me?
The first time I did the show, I booked a lineup with 0 white people in the lineup, besides me, right? I booked a black man.
He counts for 5 white people. You gotta remember that.
I booked a Native American woman, and I booked...
This sounds like I voted for Obama, but like the comedy version. You know, I booked in the past 3 black guys.
I
got a blowjob from a black prostitute. I'm cool, bro.
I booked a black man, a Native American woman, and a Mexican man. And they told me, no. They told me during the show that it felt like the show was me making the minorities fight amongst themselves. And since then, I've realized this is a show where you do have to have at least 1 white person on the lineup, so that way I have plausible deniability.
You really do have the vibe of like Jordan Peterson is gonna walk into a room with the Wu-Tang Clan all like chained up, and he's gonna throw a steak in the middle and just watch them fight. Or you adjust your fucking weird textured flat tie.
You know what? I can't make any of these people lose this round because they have turned the game on me. So we're going to move on to our final round, the Palate Cleanser round, where all of them will get to compete with the cleanest, most wholesome joke to really cleanse our palates and get us out of here on a nice, happy note after all the fucked up psychological torture that they have put me through. So let's keep things going. For your first comic, Amy Miller, everybody. Make some noise for Amy.
I'm going to talk about climate change. Isn't that cute? I'll stress about plastic. Are you guys stressed about plastic? Fuck. Good. 0 response? We're trying to end the show. Just pretend! You fucking psychos! Yes! I'm really stressed about single-use plastics. You piece of shit. Oh, it's supposed to be sweet and clean. Okay,
Cheers.
I'm stressed about plastic. A lot of bars started using plastic during the pandemic, but you can't do any... Have you tried to walk into a bar with a mason jar from home and be like, fill it up with vodka? They won't do it. They have laws. My stress, I love Gatorade. I love Gatorade so much, and I want as much of it as I can handle without killing the earth. And I thought maybe I'll become a coach. Just keep winning. But my buddy was like, Amy, you don't have to worry. They make powdered Gatorade. And I was like, I'm not a cook. I'm not a mixologist. I'm not going to make my own Gatorade. I like my Gatorade fresh from the teat of the gator. And then if you're like, oh, Amy, gators don't have teats. I know, that's a crock. How sweet was that? And my little voice, my little hoodie. You know what I mean? This is the first clean joke I've ever written in my life, and that's why it bombs. Okay, bye.
Amy Miller, everybody.
You guys are like a really bad crowd.
Keeping it going for Hormoz Rashidi with the Palate Cleanser round.
Palate Cleanser, oh yeah. This joke, actually, my dad told me. He died a couple years ago, so this is in honor of him. What do you call a little black boy jumping up and down on a trampoline?
What?
Adorable. It's a clean... That's my adorable joke. Do you want me to keep doing adorable shit?
No, I was hoping you were... I was hoping you were going to do a joke of your own and not a street joke on this show, but hey.
Street joke? Is that a street joke?
I mean, you just said your dad told it to you.
No, I made that up, so it's just, I
He
say
told
shit.
him in the street.
Oh, he made it up.
Yeah.
Hormoz, he made it up! I'm too damaged from the show to even be beyond the
I
veil of
fucking hate you
irony.
so much, dude. I hate you so much. This show is racist as fuck, geared towards the white people, and then he's accusing me of doing street jokes. Meanwhile, he's like, you one time told me that you wanted to read... This show, do better, Jay.
Watch out, Jay. He's a Raiders fan.
Connor McSpadden. Cleanse our palates.
Fucking great start. Yes. Now to find the fucking clitoris of the microphone. I'm stressed about single-use plastics. I'm not the only guy here who can't get hard with condom on. But I'm bummed. That's not my fucking clean joke. That was my warm-up remark to fucking reheat these callous hearts I've been pouring my soul out for the last 90 minutes, riffing at warp speed for fucking, I don't know, the reaction you give a mediocre thirst trap at best. Well, I know I won this round. I got the perfect wholesome joke. All I need to know is one thing. Does everyone here know DiGiorno pizza? Doesn't DiGiorno kind of sound like a black lady saying, DiGiorno? Or like, DiGiorno, this pizza is terrible. DiGiorno, that ain't delivery. All right, thank you.
McSpadden, everybody. Now, in tradition of the show, I don't judge the final round.
Jay, what are we doing with your IUD? Do we need this?
I'll make an appointment with my OBGYN to go back before I leave for the holidays. We're going to have the audience vote to decide who wins this round and wins the show based on this round. So, if you thought that Amy Miller won that round, make some noise. We got a couple claps, a polite whistle.
I'll kill all of you. I was gonna give someone some Seinfeld DVDs, like...
Hormoz Rashidi. A modicum better. You haven't clapped for anybody yet, but I think I know who. Well, you clap for.
Discreetly.
You gotta clap less discreetly.
Feel free to clap discreetly.
Yeah.
For the remainder of the show.
Be discreet.
And that was a pretty Rashidi attitude you showed towards my...
Connor McSpadden, everybody.
Did any of you make a choice?
It doesn't sound like it.
You half-heartedly clapped. You clapped exactly as much as you thought you had to. For all of us. And then you're like, I think the white guy's going to decide. I mean,
No, I'm not going to decide. This is on you. You have to make it definitive.
did you, I would like to keep the show going. Have you printed out any more pictures of people for us to debate?
No.
Clap if you think Jay did the worst job.
Can we have some more?
Wow, you were going to win the audience prize, Dimitri. Now you're not.
What if we all answer?
Drive a car.
I'm giving your points to Jill, alright? Jill's gonna win the audience prize now.
And now you'll never find out what yada 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 means.
Here's what we're gonna do. Everybody in the audience only gets one vote. You can only vote for one of these three people. We gotta make it legitimate and definitive. Okay? So, if you
Jay,
thought...
how are we going to have time to count all 6 people's votes? There's going to be the fucking Florida election in here that the white politician has. Of course you're
I came dressed for a Brooks Brothers riot, alright? I'm ready for it.
I don't know what Smith's song that is, but...
Amy Miller, everybody. Wow. Okay, you're raising the roof. That's fine. I'll take a raise in the roof.
I'm really trying to fuck his wife tonight. What is it?
You got the plastics.
He's like, I'm super woke, baby. Remember I took us out to...
Big fan of the single-use plastics joke. Hormoz Rashidi. Connor McSpadden. She voted for Hormoz. She did vote for Hormoz. So we do have a third place, a second place, and a first place. I do think we have definitive. Let's go ahead and give out some prizes. Tyler, tell everybody what they won.
Jay, go and grab some of those gifts you got back there because we got some good stuff that are wrapped in our favorite Hanukkah-style wrapping paper. And that's for you. Go ahead and open that up right now.
Oh, I'm third place.
Your third
You're
place.
third place. You enjoy your coffee cup.
That makes a lot of
Your woke coffee cup. Your woke coffee cup, everybody. Enjoy it, retwitter, and be a woke person. All right. And in second place, Hormoz Rashidi. He's opening up his gift. Wow. This is how fast it takes for him to do it.
Crystalia DVD!
It's a Crystalia, no.
Whoa.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia Christmas special. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good price.
Actually, the best prize we've given out to
Best prize
anybody in the
probably
history of the show.
Yeah, for sure.
Look at Hormoz. He's like, free paper.
And for your grand prize, you guys could open them while I was talking, but that's fine. We'll do it right now. He's opening it up. And that is a framed photograph of the GOAT, Tom Brady, making out with his son. Surrounded by fire. Take it home, put it on your wall. And for our audience
I've
prize.
never been more glad that I still have roommates than the fact that I can hang this in my home.
And for your audience prize, what are we giving them, Jay?
We're giving him, well, we gotta get the thing out of the backpack, but in the meantime, you get the same picture that Connor does, but you also get this picture of Tom Brady with a terrible haircut. Congratulations to Jill. Thank you, everybody. Amy Miller, Hormoz Rashidi, Connor McSpadden, Tyler McSpadden, The Comedy Store, Jay Letty, Eli Leonard. That's it. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. All that stuff.